Okay, so we just finished Canyon, basically taking over his circulation. A big ass operation for him. I was very worried he wasn't going to make it out of the operating room. However, he started clotting. Things got a little bit better, and now I'm adequately satisfied with how well he's clotting. He has an open chest. We'll do a delayed chest closure for him. This is a redo operation. His sternum is not a very robust sternum. But anyhow, we got all the cannulus placed where we wanted to. And we'll see how he does. The first 24 hours, I would say, very critical for him. And thereafter, we'll figure out, what we're going to do. He's on a lot of medication to keep his blood pressure up. I'm treating that. We're loading his system as much as we can because now we've kind of taken over his circulation. So that's kind of where we're at with him. Probably, I would say I'm going to leave him alone tomorrow. I'll close him on Monday. After we close him on Monday, he'll be able to wake up and, we'll see how he rehabs from this whole milieu. And hopefully his main thing is the congestion in his liver get better. That's kind of where we are.
What did Dr. Shelton have to do?
I just did everything for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you did.
we removed the stuff from his legs, and Dr. Shelton was going to help me with that, but she was involved in her own cases.
Procedure.
So I took out the cannulus from his groin.
Oh, we were told that they were gonna go in and do something with this artery.
No.
We signed a consent form for that.
Yeah. No.
Okay, alright, so they didn't mess with the left arm then?
No.
Okay. So when you say next 24 hours are critical, what are we kinda looking
Bleeding.
for?
If he bleeds, I can't do anything for him.
Okay, bleeds anywhere.
Anywhere. There's not much to do.
Okay.
He's got to start clotting.
Okay.
He has to do that.
Okay, so he's in recovery.
He'll go straight to the ICU. There won't be.
Can we see him or no?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll let the nurse know you want to go see him. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Are there any time restrictions tomorrow? Like when we can and can't see him?
I think that'll be Dr. Campbell's, cause he's the one that told us 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think you'll be able to go see him. I don't know what their hours are, but I'm sure like between 8 and 8 or something like that.
Okay. I didn't know if it was critical to kind of keep the room more.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Campbell explained to us, that once he's open, it'll be like every 15, no more than 15 minutes at a time that they'll let us in there, which is
Okay.
whatever needs to be
Yeah,
done.
that's fine. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're tired.
Oh yeah.
You've had a
man.
couple of big days.
This was another this is a redo operation,
Yeah.
But
But,
anyway.
Well, we appreciate you very
Okay.
much.
Well, very good. We'll see where we're at in the morning, and go from there. There's a big. We got to figure out how his neural function is after all this. He's quite stable throughout the whole time until we had to switch his circulation around. He's sick. There's no doubt about it. He's very sick. He was very sick going in. He is extremely sick coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. He's on
Did
quite a
they
bit of
do
medication.
the EK or the echo?
Yeah, what
And the
about?
right side is,
Oh, I've taken over his entire heart circulation.
okay.
He's got
So does
right
that,
ventricular assist device, left ventricular assist device. He has basically his heart is a sac
right,
for us to circulate blood. It does need to squeeze. It does need to contribute, and it is contributing some. But as far as function is concerned, we've taken over his circulation. He cannot sustain life without that.
okay.
Okay, so I think obviously
that-
things have changed. Originally when we first got on the ECMO, they said, we need the LVAD. The LVAD is the plan forward. But we didn't understand how his right side of his heart
So
was
his,
perfusing. Here, would you like to
Here,
sit
sit
down?
here.
it's okay, I need to sit against something hard.
Okay,
Um,
so they
Well,
told
So-
us,
trust me, this is hard.
yeah, this
Come
is
on.
good, I'm good, please
Okay.
sit, please sit. So he's someone that has biventricular failure. This is why we preferred heart transplantation for him, because a heart transplant takes care of your biventricular failure. He is a VAD candidate, but sometimes you have to over support the right side as you train the left side to work with a weak right ventricle. They call it Fontan circulation. This is normal in kids, but obviously in adults we prefer that your right heart works. So this is where we're at with him as we awaited transplant for him. Obviously his complications kind of interfered with that, and then he had a code that he had to go on ECMO for. That to me just signifies how just weak the heart is.
yes,
Okay, it's just a weak heart. And in an effort to get him to a VAD, because the transplant is a long shot for him right
yes,
now.
yes, we
He
understand
just
that.
wouldn't tolerate it.
Yeah.
Nor would he tolerate a permanent LVAD. This is a device that completely takes over the heart and will give it a maximal crutch for both sides. And in the ensuing weeks, we will see how well the right ventricle what kind of recovery it has, and whether the heart can be supported with an LVAD by itself.
Okay.
This is where we are with him.
Yep.
If he bounces back and is just doing fantastic and all his end organs are well, he's not on dialysis, etc., and we deem that we want to reconsider transplant for him, then that's something that we'll have to wait and see how he does. But he's a young by age but old by tissue. I don't know how to explain that
No, we
any
understand.
better.
We completely
He's
understand.
got very calcifications everywhere. His groins today, I almost had to do major repairs on them because there's a lot of calcium in them. But we didn't. We were able to kind of piece things together, and he had pretty good flow in his legs. But his sternum, his sternum is just mush, So he's a worn out 68-year-old.
Yes. Yes.
So that's why he has one shot at whatever therapy we moved down, and that will be it for him.
Yes, sir.
And so I want to get him to a situation where he is very strong. Like people can walk with this. They walk around. We have a guy that used to walk 10 miles a day with this device that I have put in him. So he'll be able to rehab.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but he was very ill. Normally, when we go do these biventricular support, we sew grafts on the aortas. We sew grafts on the heart, so they're exterior. As he couldn't tolerate any of this. He just got basically cannulas put in places. We secured them with sutures and exteriorized them. Normally, we sew grafts. It's more. It's not. I wouldn't say cleaner, but it's more secure way to do this. But I didn't think he can tolerate going on full heparin and going on bypass and do it all. I did all of this without bypass. So this was all done. I used the counter incision off to his side. So he's yeah.
We got a long road.
Long road, but we'll see how he does. I think the main thing that to let you know is now is a period of him to begin some semblance of recovery. Yeah, and we got to fix his head. We got to look at his kidneys. I mean, he's very jaundiced.
The liver, yeah.
And the liver, sorry, not kidney. But
Well, the kidneys aren't great either, but
yeah,
yes.
yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Any questions for me?
And so this though, hopefully will, with the blood circulating better, will hopefully heal the kidneys and liver
Yeah.
at a better rate.
That's what we would like to see happen.
Okay.
We'd like to see his kidneys,
So him not
Again.
producing urine like in the last 3 or 4 days, we should be able to see hopefully him starting to do some output.
in the ensuing weeks, the kidneys don't come back that quickly.
Well, I didn't mean tomorrow, but I mean that's
Yeah.
what we would see. Like there was a positive response if he
Right.
starts.
Okay, so we're looking weeks.
Yeah, I would say is in the magnitude of weeks, not more. And it will, I mean, I'll be honest with you and tell you the trajectory of his recovery. Because that's one thing we've, you know, Patrick and you guys have talked about. If I think that we're not heading in a good direction and we're just kind of keeping him alive on medication, you and I will have a talk. But right now,
And we appreciate that.
That's what we want, and that's what he would want as well.
yeah.
If there's a chance for him to go home and drive around through the pasture and check chickens or something at some point, you know, that would make him happy.
Not the chicken houses so much.
But you know what I'm saying?
He's over
Some
it.
semblance of not
Yes, he wants
being
to
in a
have life.
bed and
Yeah.
confined.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to be laid up in a bed or a wheelchair or something, he'd want you to pull the plug right now.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
let's
want that.
see. I mean, let's see where we're at.
Yes, sir. So you gave us our only option,
Yeah.
and the fact
Absolutely.
that he made it through,
That's
Yeah.
the blessing right there
we'll
so
take
far.
we'll take
Yeah.
the wins as we get them.
Yeah.
So we do
I have some
appreciate you.
mustard seeds over there.
I'm good. Thanks. I grabbed-
Speaking of that, somebody sent us food. We don't know who. We took it all to the ECCU. It's whole
Oh.
hog. There
Whole
is
hog barbecue.
Oh,
barbecue
nice.
and
They'll get
coleslaw.
you a
Go.
bite, brother.
Alright.
If they didn't leave you some, it's their fault.
It's
Because
their
we
fault.
got
There's
It's
barn
not-
fish.
there was enough there to feed 20 people.
Yeah.
Yes. So please go eat, and
Okay.
we are deeply grateful.
All right. All
Thanks,
right.
sir.
Very good. Well, we'll get her done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You need some help
I
up?
hope you get
Alright.
some rest.
My back is not gonna
Lord,
make it
don't
my whole
tell me.
career. You know.
Hey, Astros retired a while ago.
Huh?
The Astros retired a while ago, going into the ninth.
They were.